how's it going, everybody? My name is Brian, also known as Bray, and welcome back to another Devil May Cry video, an actual video talking about Devil May Cry, a video of just me and you, us, talking about Devil May Cry. That is what this video is going to be about. It's going to be about just talking about Devil May Cry and overall, well, were the Devil May Cry videos and also just Devil May Cry in general. Let's fucking talk. Let's just talk. Let's fucking talk. I don't know why I'm excited. I'm excited. How much a success Devil May Cry 5 was and still is, honestly. I'm pretty sure everyone knows. It actually almost hits its 3 million unit sale. It's almost hit it. It's close to 3 million, but there was an article talking about it. It almost hit its 3 million unit sale. So I'm not sure if you guys know, but it's a fucking success. So yes, Devil May Cry 5 is a success. We all know that. We've been knowing that since we played the game. Since the 2 weeks, it sold more than 2 million copies, so we know it's already been a success. The people at Capcom know it's a success. Devil May Cry 5 being a different type of game, you know, comparing to all the AAA titles that's been released over the past couple, of years, months. Devil May Cry 5 showed that, character action games or hack and slash games, whatever the terms you will prefer, they're still great. You don't need multiplayer. You don't need fucking microtransactions. Even though Devil May Cry 5 did have microtransactions, it was not forced. It was there, but honestly, it really did not affect the launch of the game or the sales of the game. It did not affect it at all. It was no problem. But I do agree that it should not have been there in the first place, but it doesn't really matter anymore because it didn't affect the game one bit. It's Devil May Cry 5 showed that, or Capcom has been showing from the latest title as Monster Hunter, Resident Evil 2, Devil May Cry, that, games could be fun without, pay to win, with story, good gameplay, the love of making a game. They're still there, and it showed people that, and other companies that, hey, we can still make games like this. And so that's a big good for Devil May Cry or any type of action game out there that could be developed to be a great game. But we pretty much know the sales by now. I don't need to talk anymore about it. The sales of Devil May Cry 5 were a success. Capcom knows it, and it's up to them to decide what they will do. They know that fans love it. Fans love the original. It did a whole lot better than DMC. So it would be stupid to not continue on the original Devil May Cry or stick to the original. So Capcom, don't fuck up. Now, Virgil DLC. Where the fuck is it? We all come to the conclusion, most of us, that it's not gonna happen. The Virgil DLC, it's done, alright? It's over. Devil May Cry 5 development has finished long ago, alright? And there's not gonna be a DLC of Virgil. Itsuno has moved on. I have moved on. I'm pretty sure the rest of you have moved on. But there are some people that, have not moved on. But there are some people that have not moved on and are still hoping for an announcement from Capcom or Itsuno or whatever. If I'm correct, next week is Gamescom, and Capcom is gonna be there to show something, announce something at Gamescom. But there has been some rumors about people talking about, people say it might be related to Devil May Cry of some sort, maybe some DLC, maybe Devil May Cry 6, somewhat Devil May Cry related. And others say it's gonna be Resident Evil. Me, I don't know. I really don't know. I kind of stopped being that type of person to stop going in and wanting to believe on something that I know it's not gonna happen, like more content for Devil May Cry 5. I have moved on. But hey, if they actually do announce something, great. If not, well, I'm not surprised because I know the outcome. Yeah, world premiere content announced from 2K, Activision, Bandai Namco Entertainment, Bungie, Capcom, as we see here, and from other people as well. But Capcom is on it. People speculate it's going to be Devil May Cry related. I know it's not going to be. Others say it's Resident Evil. Most likely it will be Resident Evil related stuff. Maybe Resident Evil 3 remake announcement. That would be cool. Or maybe a new entry in the Resident Evil series, Resident Evil 8. But I know it's not going to be Devil May Cry related at all. But the reason why people believe it might be Devil May Cry related is because there's been a convention where the Devil May Cry gang, Ruben, Johnny, Dan, and Brian, the voice actor of V, there's been a panel there, and the gang shared something that was related to Devil May Cry, but that was only exclusive to that panel.
So thank you, Mary, and I hope we get to have dinner or something this week while you're here. So what we're about to show right now is I'm gonna have to ask everybody to sort of put your cell phones away. I know, please, I'm sorry. So I've got permission from Capcom to show this to you guys exclusively here and not.
People say, oh, maybe it's a little tease for something at Gamescom is gonna announce something Devil May Cry related. Others say it's about the Devil May Cry anime that the same people that worked on Castlevania the anime is working on. It was a sneak peek of it. As for me, being an outsider who now went to a panel, do not know any information, I don't know. But if you do believe Devil May Cry is gonna happen, something DLC related, it's just something regarding Devil May Cry 5 content to be expected. I doubt it. I'm sorry to burst your bubbles, but it's not gonna happen. Trust me, it's better accepting that it's not gonna happen from going into Gamescom expecting something to happen and then be disappointed further on. I do wish I could have gone to one of those conventions. I thought it would have been pretty cool. Going to SAC Anime, Ruben's gonna be there. Yay. Devil May Cry 3 and 4 had special editions, each for different reasons. Well, especially for Devil May Cry 3. The reason they made the special edition for Devil May Cry 3, the normal difficulty for Devil May Cry 3 was the hard difficulty. You know, Japan's difficulty standard difficulty was hard. The reason they made a special edition was to make the game easier on the first try. But still, the game's still fucking hard. That's the reason they made a special edition for Devil May Cry 3. But the thing that came with the special edition of Devil May Cry 3 also came with Virgil as a playable character and some extra cutscenes as well. Devil May Cry 4 also came out with the special edition with Virgil as a playable character as well. And not just Virgil, also Lady and Trish. And with also extra cutscenes for those characters as well. So Devil May Cry 5 having a special edition would not be no surprise. I don't mind if Devil May Cry 5 gets a special edition. The only thing I do wish for Devil May Cry 5 special edition to have is to have more content. Of course, DLC characters like Virgil, Trish, and Lady being playable, that will be fucking cool. Maybe Lucia, but and honestly, I don't give a shit about Lucia. For some reason, lots of people love Lucia. I don't fucking know why. Sorry if I'm offending your waifu, but Lady is best waifu. Just stating facts, okay? More extra cutscenes that, you know, give out more information, give out more shine to the characters like Lady and Trish, maybe Virgil, and maybe me V as well. Give more of the backstory of his beginning right after he's separated from Virgil, because there's a prequel manga involving V and his journey, maybe adapting with those chapters into some cutscenes or maybe some missions. I think that would be pretty fucking cool. But an actual DLC story with the characters that are playable in this special edition, like Virgil. I don't want them to go to the same exact missions as the main cast, Nero, Dante, and V. I want the playable characters, to have their own separate missions. Maybe Virgil's DLC story will be Dante and Virgil in hell, taking down the demon tree, fighting some demons. To use more of that cameo system with Dante and Virgil, I think that would be so fucking cool. You know, just give us something more to make us want to buy special edition, not make us buy this exact same thing with just a few new stuff. Just make that a separate DLC content that we could just buy from the PlayStation Store. And now, what are the chances of a new Devil May Cry game? The chances are they're pretty high. It's a 50-50, honestly. Devil May Cry 5 ended in an open ending, actually. It ended with the Sons of Sparta's going, you know, their own way. Devil May Cry 6 can focus on Dante and Virgil being stuck in hell. Maybe they're stuck in hell for a really long time, and it'll be a great opportunity for them to, you know, to bond, have those brother moments, have those cool ass fights, maybe even facing Mundus in hell. It could be a great opportunity for Virgil to redeem himself, because slight spoilers for the Devil May Cry 5 prequel manga of V, it actually shows how Virgil was actually suffering from Mundus's corruption. I feel like it could focus a little bit more on that in Devil May Cry 6, focus a little bit on Virgil. I don't want to talk about V's manga a little bit too much. I want to make that a separate video, but I think Devil May Cry 6 focusing on Virgil and developing him more as a character, and also with Dante as well. Devil May Cry show kind of two sides of Dante, that we know the type of person he was, but he always hid that side with his jokes and his cockiness. But deep down, Dante is an emotional character that deeply cares about his brother. He has his beliefs. He hides this side of him because he doesn't want anybody to see. But Dante fighting Urizen in the third battle, Urizen's final form, you see Dante talking differently.
Virgil. Hey, is that the damn fruit you've been jabbering about? Doesn't look so special to me. That day Mother saved me and left you behind. The thing you don't know is, she tried to save you too. She kept searching and searching. Until I killed her. No, brother. You don't have everything. That last shred of humanity that you still had, you just lost it. You ready to do this, Virgil? It all ends here.
This is true power. The power I've sought for so long.
You've been chasing this for an eternity. And it's nothing but useless.
Shit! How are you so powerful? You never lost anything.
It's not about loss. Strength is a choice. Fighting like hell to protect what's important. You threw away everything you ever had. No wonder you have no true power.
Dante!
It goes a little bit deeper to the most interesting part about Devil May Cry, which is Dante and Virgil. And I like that. I like seeing that. Devil May Cry 6 could focus on that relationship a whole lot more with Dante and Virgil. This different side of Dante that we know he has but hides it. Expands a little bit more of it. And Virgil as well in his backstory, his redemption, his suffering, explore that a little bit more. And since they are in hell, they are in, his father's world. It could go more into, into that legacy of Sparta. I think that'll be a good way for a Devil May Cry 6, focusing on the Sons of Sparta. But Brian, didn't Devil May Cry 5 conclude the Sons of Sparta? Others say it does. Other people say it doesn't. I don't fucking know. I remember reading this a long ass time ago, like the beginning of Devil May Cry 5's announcement, where there were some links of, of Devil May Cry 5 being the final chapter of the Sons of Sparta. Devil May Cry 5 being Itsuno's last take on the Devil May Cry franchise. I don't know if that's true, but for some reason in my memory, I remember reading that and seeing that and knowing that was a fact. I try to look for that article, try to look for that information, try to research that to, actually show it if that actually was true. Itsuno's final take on the Devil May Cry and Devil May Cry 5 being the final chapter of the Sons of Sparta. I did not find it, sadly. So I'm not sure if it's true or not. If any of you guys can confirm that would be fucking great. But the way Devil May Cry 5 ended could lead to many different types of stuff regarding Dante and Virgil. As for Nero, Devil May Cry 5 did conclude his arc. Him actually acquiring his devil trigger, finding a family. Nero's arc started in Devil May Cry 4. I'm pretty sure Itsuno intended to finish his arc in Devil May Cry 4, but we know how that turned out. I believe that Devil May Cry 5 really did conclude Nero's arc. And I feel like Devil May Cry 6 can do something really interesting with Virgil. Because I feel like Virgil's character arc can be concluded in Devil May Cry 6. It started in Devil May Cry 3. And of course, there were some parts in the series in each of the games that, Virgil's moments, like in Devil May Cry 1. Even in 4 and in 5. But I feel like in Devil May Cry 6, they could conclude, if they continue the series, if they make another game, revolving around the Sons of Sparta, Virgil especially. I feel like Devil May Cry 6 can conclude Virgil as a character and, give a new insight or a new view of Virgil as a character. But that's just me, a Devil May Cry fanboy, just talking about the lore, talking about its characters and what I view it, how I view it, and all that stuff. Hopefully, you kind of saw my view on the Devil May Cry series. I know I go a little too far in. I even tell myself, hey Brian, maybe you're going a little too far in. But, I love the fucking Devil May Cry series. It is my favorite series of all time, my favorite franchise. Devil May Cry 3 still being my favorite game of all time. Devil May Cry 5, don't get me wrong, it's fucking godlike. But Devil May Cry 3 will always have a personal, attachment to my heart. So, and I like talking about it. I don't think there's something wrong about talking about, your favorite game and going a little bit, too deep, you could say, into the overall Devil May Cry lore, you could say. But that's kind of what I think they could do with Devil May Cry 6. I could go a little bit more deep into that, give more information, stuff like that. I just kind of splatted out some, my overall ideas, but that's just how I view it. And since we are still talking about future of Devil May Cry, there's still a whole lot more to look forward to in the future of Devil May Cry, especially the Devil May Cry anime, which I am really am excited for. We still don't have that much stuff on Devil May Cry, the anime that's being made by the same creators of Castlevania the anime, so there's still not too much news, but there is still that to look forward to, for more Devil May Cry content, more Devil May Cry stuff related. And I am very excited for that, and expect me to actually review it and discuss the Devil May Cry anime. So expect that. And once a trailer of the Devil May Cry anime drops, expect a reaction from me. So I am planning to go to SAC Anime 2019 because Ruben Langdon and Johnny Young Botch are gonna be there as guests. They're gonna do signings and stuff. I'm not sure if they're gonna have a panel or nothing like that, but there's been lots of conventions and where the Devil May Cry gang, with all of them, Dan, Ruben, Johnny, and Brian, they're all being in the conventions. I'm seeing lots of pictures of Instagram, stuff like that. I am jealous because I can't go there. I wish I could go to these conventions, meet the boys, meet the gang, meet the squad, but I really can't. But SAC Anime, I'm able to actually go. I'm gonna go meet Ruben. Maybe have a chat with them, get some signings, stuff like that. I might record it. I don't know what I'm gonna do, honestly, but as a little heads up relating to Devil May Cry, I am gonna meet Ruben, or at least I don't fucking know, but I know Ruben's gonna be there. My mission is to go there and get a sign of him, maybe a handshake, something like that. I'm getting a little bit excited just talking about it. It's just because I'm meeting someone who's special in my heart. Devil May Cry 3 is my favorite game of all time. You guys all know that, and he made my fucking childhood. So is it weird to act the way I'm acting if I will meet Ruben Langdon in SAC Anime? I don't know, but I am gonna be a SAC Anime. Me and my friend are gonna try to go. We're just going just so I can meet Ruben. That's the only thing I care about. Going to SAC Anime, just to fucking meet him, shake his hand or something. I don't know. It's just a me, a fanboy, just a fanboy. Why is my heart pounding? My heart pounds when I talk about it because it is kind of close, because it's gonna be in January 5th through 7th, if I'm correct, around that time. But it's pretty close. It's only a few months away, so yeah, expect something related to that in the future. That pretty much conclude all the Devil May Cry discussion. You can say this video was pretty long, but I feel like you guys deserve something like this, just a discussion of me, you, us, of us just talking about Devil May Cry in general, because I've been missing out on some Devil May Cry stuff, overall Devil May Cry videos. I'm almost done with the Dante Must Die run. I just got like two more missions, which is the Virgil fight that I'm gonna edit it up. So yeah, I expect more Devil May Cry videos to be up in the future. And anything I said in this video, don't take it too seriously. It's just me talking about Devil May Cry, what I think would be good for the series, just my overall opinions on Devil May Cry if they make a Devil May Cry 6, which could happen, looking at the sales and knowing that Capcom, it's a fucking success, so them continuing it will not be a surprise. So anyway guys, this concludes this video. Thank you guys for watching. Sorry it was a little bit too long, but if you guys enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you guys' thoughts on Devil May Cry, maybe what you like to see in the future, if there's another entry of Devil May Cry, or your overall thoughts on Devil May Cry in general, the anime. Let's just talk about Devil May Cry. I guess I owe you guys this. So anyway guys, thank you guys for all support, and yeah, see you guys next time. Later.